So when you have a look at the NIS2 directive, you will see that there are some annexes, and Annex 1 and 2 list what are the entities in scope of the directive. Annex 2 lists the important entities, and almost all of the entities or the sectors listed there are new to this directive. So many operators of essential services today know about NIS because they are in the scope. But if you are new in scope, maybe you have not paid that much attention. So it's our hope today to bring some light on to this. On the Annex 2, for the important entities, you find the manufacturing sector. They're listed as number 5. You also have the manufacturers of the chemicals, and those are listed as sector number 3. And sectors number 4 are those engaged in wholesale distribution, industrial production, and processing of food. And as you can see, the first one, the manufacturing industry that I mentioned, is quite broad. So do have a look in the Annex 2, and also depending on your NIS code, have a look and see who exactly are covered. It's specified in the directive. But it's not all entities that I just mentioned. Generally, if you're a small entity, you are exempt. So if you are less than 50 full-time employees, or your annual turnover is less than 10 million, well, then you can count yourself as being out of scope. However, the directive leaves room for the member state to identify that smaller entities can come in scope if they have a high security risk profile. Then we come to the essential entities, the sectors of high criticality to society. You will find these in the Annex 1. As I mentioned, operators of essential services, energy sector, banking sector, and the likes already know that they're in scope, but it's been widened. And the new ones are those that manufacture pharmaceutical products or preparations within pharmaceuticals. But also here it's important to highlight that in Annex number 1, you can also find the sector number 9 called ICT Service Management. And you can see it's related to the installation, management, operation, and maintenance of such products. And it could be either at the customer premises or remotely. So here you are regarded as essential entity. And for those, there's no size cap rule. So you can be a 1 or 2 man company and you are still in scope for all of this. So you better pay attention. But also here, it's not that clear in the text. You have to follow very closely your national legislation to see what exactly they mean by this broad definition. And who are in scope? Well, those sectors that are already in scope of the existing NIS directive. Here in NIS2, those are called essential entities. But new in scope are the manufacturing industry, food, pharma, chemicals productions, all that you can find in the Annex 2 of the NIS2 directive, and those are called important entities.